Alright, so I'm just getting done with this little change out here. What I did was put a 90-degree Ultravation filter box in. Let me show you here. So you can see in there the filter's setting at an angle. And put the door back on it. Alright, door's back on. Now the reason I chose to do the 90 filter box is simply because I didn't want to have to replace all the ductwork coming straight down. You know, I didn't want to have to offset it out because then we would have been into the room. And when I came the other day, this room was full of stuff, so doing the 90-degree was just a better option. And on top of the coil right there, you can see I kind of did a transition, and it goes up at an angle like that. And the reason why it does is because, you know, the old furnace used to come just straight down. It had a case coil or an uncased coil, and the coil was in the plenum. Old furnace was much taller. Actually, the old furnace actually went to about right here, and it was sitting on 9-inch blocks. So when the old furnace was here, you know, of course the ductwork came straight down, and as you can see, my filter box is a lot wider than my old plenum, so you can see I built a transition. You know, it offsets down and kind of goes down at an angle in front, but it turned out pretty good. The homeowner was impressed because when I was building the transition for the when I was building the back of the, or the front of the transition there, he said, man, that would have took me 5 pieces of cardboard to figure that one piece out. So yeah, so that's it. Set it in a pan. I didn't realize that my leg on my water heater was right there, and I couldn't slide it over. So that's why my pan is sticking way out there. Otherwise, the pan would have been under the filter box, but it's not. So anyway, ran new electrical. He already had that disconnect box there, and just ran some BX down into a box there for my pump. It's on the floor down there. So that's it. I'll show you the outdoor unit. There's the outdoor. Doing just fine. Little 3-ton 14 SEER ICP. So here's the outdoor unit. Funny story about this thing. The unit's from 1996. No, I'm sorry, it's from 1990. But the homeowner here, his buddy, gave him this unit in 1996, and he had it put in 1996. So after all those years, what was that, 25 years? So after 25 years, it's still kicking. Now here is the furnace from 1978. I checked it pretty good for cracked heat exchanger and didn't find anything, so so it did pretty good to last them from 78 to now. But that's it. And that furnace is considerably taller than the new one, plus it was setting up on blocks, regular cinder blocks, so it was pretty high up in the air. 1990 unit. He said he's gonna call his buddy and tell me he feels like he got ripped off.